In the mad dash back, Fizzbang and Jabber get lost. AKA, that's the plausible reason for why they're not here for this session. You would guess that you have about 30 minutes before this large tree, gulthias tree, makes it to the winery. What are you guys going to do to prepare for this?
I will get back 15 minutes before everybody else, though, right?
Yeah.
I want to start talking with the mages and have it so that way we have some oil barrels or some kind of powder or something that we could try to blow it up and set it on fire.
It's a winery. They make wine. They do have some wine that they've distilled into brandy, but that's like pretty spendy liquor. You're looking at like, let's see, about probably 6 jars that effectively are alchemist fire.
Let me just point this out. I'm gonna lay it down on the line. I'm like, look, we either use this and potentially save everything, or you be stingy about it, keep it, and potentially lose everything.
They are more than happy with it being used to save the winery.
That's
you get six flask of alchemist fire. That's basically like Wizards of Wine brandy.
Sweet. I'm gonna fly above it and drop it.
I'm gonna ask the priest, our cleric, do I have to pray to your god for you to help me? I'm pretty beat up. The most beat up.
I'm pretty sure we can get this done.
I'm down 19 hit points.
I'm pretty sure I gave you some back before we left off.
I didn't see if anything was rolled or not. Or
I thought I did.
was that the healing word?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would have been 5. Fantastic.
Wait, no. That would have been 5. Where's it at? Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Healing is healing.
Yeah.
Are these squares each 25 still?
I'm also curious if
I don't think they're 5.
I can still use my inspiration, keep my inspiration.
I think we all still have it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Normally it's like a session thing.
So I'm thinking if you grab those vials of flammable brandy, and then if we can head it off as quick as possible and get more time to put damage in before it gets to us. So you fly over, you hit it with the brandy, and then we're shooting long range fire at it.
I'm gonna turn him into fucking. I don't know if I have to like throw a wet, not wet.
What are you trying to say?
I'm thinking like a Molotov, you know, like I get a rag, like put a wet rag, or I mean not wet, but a brandy
Stick
soap.
top of the jar and then
and then throw it. I don't know if I have to do that or if it's just right as soon as it hits, it blows up or what.
Well, it's not gonna explode on impact. You have to light it, so it's either, like you said,
so turn it into a Molotov.
Or if you douse it, somebody can throw fire at it.
I mean, I can do that too. I could just like fly above it and just
take them,
blow my load, drop them all on it, and then you guys.
I don't know if dropping them all would add damage, or if we get 6 tries for damage, or what did he say? 6 vials. I don't know how that would work.
I just need flammable.
Times 6 if we use 6 vials. I don't know if that's.
Damn, it's almost like you using those 6 fireballs or those 6 beads.
What
was that a good explanation? Either we use this and you save your shit, or you lose everything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I didn't.
Or we could take them and like kind of tie them together, or something like make it like a case looking deal, like tie rope around the thing and
fly above it and drop it.
Yeah, and light them. And it's like a fucking D&D's version of a B-52 bomber.
I can see it like a Looney Tunes type. Like I turn into a fucking B-52 bomber.
Did we?
Yep. The bang, pow, boom.
They are also able to rustle up 2 potions of healing for you. The 2d4 plus 2.
Ooh, there you go.
I got a question.
I'll give that to Adrian.
I'm gonna drink that shit right now.
I'll fly to Adrian. Give it to him.
I'm just gonna put 1 in my inventory. Because I'm drinking 1 of them bitches right now.
I don't know if anybody asked this. I'm going to ask somebody to say, do we know the reasoning why this thing is coming here? Is there something you're not telling us?
The were-ravens let you know that the druids have been a part of this land for a while. And somewhere along the way, when Strahd's influence came in, they became less connected to the land and more connected to evil. And the were-ravens are fighting against them as part of the greater good that does Strahd's will. That and to lose wine here in Barovia would be a huge upset to everybody in Barovia.
So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the plan is going to be, the question I have is, we have 6 vials of brandy. If we dump all 6 on it, does it give us more damage if we are able to hit it and ignite it, or should we use them individually? I guess is the question.
It works just the same as Alchemist Fire, which you can find on Chapter 5 of the Player's Handbook in the gear. It's basically like 1d4 fire damage, and then there's a certain point it's going to consume. But if you can throw more than one, or if you can drop all of them, the cumulative effects will happen.
Okay, cool. That's what I was thinking about doing. We were talking about doing So did I have to Molotov it, or is it like on impact explodes, starts fire?
You have to Molotov it.
Okay, that's
Either
fine.
Yeah. So if you can Molotov it, if not, then like I said, you could douse it, and then somebody could.
I'm gonna daisy chain this bitch real quick, and then the top one I will have. I'll be able to light that one on fire.
All right.
And then that way it'll explode, and then right when the top one hits, it catches the whole thing.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
We'll use it as like a standard thrown thing. So anywhere within 30 feet, you're just going to make a normal roll. Anything outside of 30 feet, it's going to be a disadvantage.
Do you need some more rope? Here, give the rope.
Do I have Mage Hand? That would be so fucking sweet right now. Mage Hand. Damn. No, I don't.
While Spiffy's gonna do that, then I would like to position myself to where I can do some ranged attacks once I see it.
Just a quick question, sir.
Yeah.
If I used enhanced ability, so that way I can make sure that I can get this to the right spot, would that be would it be cat's grace?
For dexterity?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a dexterity check, but okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast that on myself.
Gotcha.
Hey, Doc.
Yep.
In the last session, did the characters have a long rest?
Everybody got a long rest back at the Wizards of Wine Winery before going to Yester Hill.
Okay. And so my character didn't go to Yesbiel?
You stayed back at the winery, so you would have gotten a long rest. They come back yelling about this big, huge tree that sprouted up and is starting to walk towards the winery. It's like 30 feet tall, bare
Nice.
limbs. People swore that it had like a mouth on it, or what could pass for a mouth.
Okay, cool. And that's what's headed this way, right?
Yes,
Thank you.
no problem.
It's almost like that tree that we fought before in a dream.
Oh, the one that had the bodies hanging from it?
Yeah, it's kind of like,
That shit still lives in my nightmares, dude.
dude, fucking for real. That's one reason why I fell in love with Biddythburg. No joke.
Right, I forgot that's how we took it out.
Okay.
Thanks, Ford.
10d10 dexterity damage, or 10d10 on a dexterity check is definitely a easy going thing. So you've got the 6 things of Alchemist Fire that Mr. Spiffy is basically clustering together to make one giant bomb. So if that hits and it all hits at one time, that's going to be 6d4 points of fire damage.
Does anybody else have Mage Hand?
I don't have Mage Hand. I have Produce Flame so I can throw fire at it.
Oh, okay. Nah. All right. I'll just have to B52 this shit. That's why I did the Cat's Grace, so that way I could do this. Actually, I'm going to change that. It's going to be Owl's Grace.
Owls
Owl's
known
wisdom,
for
man.
their dexterity.
Yeah. All right, so...
Somebody was saying, though, Jay, that you did like a really good impersonation of an owl.
Oh. Who?
That one.
Who? Here, wait. Here, I'll make it even better. Who?
Did you use both those potions, Adrian?
I used one of them.
Does somebody need healing?
Oh no, how many? What's your HP at now, Adrian or Davey?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Mine's at 18 out of 27.
Give that meds.
I can do something. I'm gonna use 9 of my lay on hand.
Nice.
Cool, so that should get you back up to...
I'm gonna go cuddle with you so I can get that health back.
It's like, that's some good hands.
Oh, you're so warm and cozy.
Your hands
the
are
tree
so
line
soft,
moving.
but also so firm.
The tree line's moving. It's coming.
So you guys spent 30 minutes, or out of the 30 minutes, you spent 25 of it cuddling, and then
At least 1 minute per HP.
Nice.
I'll go back. Now it's awkward.
Now it's awkward.
Right.
For me.
It's never awkward to get hugs.
Like, see, now he goes to get away from Kojin. Kojin's like, no, come back.
Just go with it.
It's lonely here. Alright, if
Just
everybody
let it
wants to
happen.
go ahead and hit some initiative. So, it gets to the point where the wood line is starting to move. The forest is shifting and shaking. You hear boughs bending and breaking as this thing is just pushing through. Things are toppling. It finally goes into your perceived line of sight, and it is large. This is the closest up you've seen it, because it was obfuscated by the fog and the other things happening in the ritual. You see that this giant thing has a dark sheen of like black ichor in it, and as you look a little bit closer, it looks like the sap is a dark black color. And we start off our turn with Mr. Spiffy. What would you like to do?
I was gonna wait. I was gonna be flying like way up, so that way, as soon as it gets close enough, I'm gonna start to triangulate and drop down onto him.
Alright, how far up is way up? Because this thing is approximately 30 feet tall at its highest point.
So it's 30 feet tall, and I can go up 200, or like, because I can drop 60 per turn, and probably. How many turns would it take for it to get here after
Looks
watching
like it's been using both of its move and its action to make its way there.
Okay, I'd like to be able to be at 30 feet above it, meet it right here at 30 feet.
All right.
Like,
so you're at
or
total...
at 30. Yeah, I'll be at 60 feet, and it'll be at 30. Yes.
Gotcha. Anything else you're doing?
Nope. I'm just waiting so that way I can drop this on it.
Gotcha. Next up is Adrian.
I'll be right back.
Damien, it's your go.
Yeah. I'm gonna valiantly run away to another place. Right now, just towards it. I'm gonna go ahead and double move. That's 60. My double move is a 70. Does that give me an extra square?
Sure, why not?
Okay, just wondering. That's it.
All right. Next up is Dan Jackiel.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm bum rush, take my dash.
Gotcha. And if that's your turn, next up is Kojin. This thing's
Hi.
big. It's everything that they've described.
Nice. I'm gonna just walk my regular 30 feet towards it, and as I do, I'm going to have Kojin say a prayer to his god, and he is going to cast protection from evil and good
All right.
on himself, and that'll be my turn. Oh, I am gonna move. I'm sorry. That's
All good. And if Cody is back, we've got his turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move. I guess I'll go to actual movement and then dash.
All right.
And that'll be it.
Winter Splinter's turn. Crash. Moving through. Next up is Missure Spifi's go.
I guess I'm still in my drop then, waiting for it to hit the clearing because I don't want to start the forest on fire.
Probably a good idea.
All right, then.
So
I guess I'm at 120 right now.
120 feet up.
Next round, I'm assuming it'll be here.
Next round,
Or-
it's been moving twice so far, so yeah. All right. Next up is Adrian.
Alright, crazy question here. But does it look like it's looking at us or past us, right? I'm curious if it's even paying attention to us on the way to its goal. Should I roll a check for that?
This tree shows little intelligence, but what it does show is intent. And it is angled with that large mouth abomination that it has straight towards the Wizards of Wine Winery. It looks like it has a singular goal in mind.
Okay, so that's gonna be my turn.
Next up is Dan Jackiels.
Already prepped this, but I have a little stuff, if I can do this stuff on the end of my bolt, and I'm gonna try and light it desperately.
You got like a rag attached to it.
Yeah, trying to light my little pick.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm ready, my action. I'm just ready to shoot.
Kojin, it is your go.
Kojin's gonna move 30 feet more towards it, and then also he's going to use his channel divinity with his action to make my weapon sacred for 1 minute. I get
Yeah.
the minute slot, and that'll be it.
And it is your turn.
Still gonna move 60 feet, and that's it.
All right, Winter Splinter's turn. It moves 30, moves 60, and that brings it 90 feet below you and 30 feet out, Jay. All right, go ahead and give me a attack roll.
At advantage because of the Owl's Grace.
So that will grind out into a flat roll because of the distance being 90 feet above it. So the flat
Oh, no,
roll,
I'm
anything
flying- I'm
above
flying
50
down.
Oh, okay.
I'm flying down to meet it. That's why I thought I was already at the 60.
And then I thought
Or,
you said that you went 100. You were at a total of 120. But okay.
Yeah, 120, and then this round because then I'll be, because I want to be at 60 feet, so that way I'm at 30 feet above it. I'm flying down 60 feet right now, and then I'll be 30 feet above it, so that way next round I can just throw it.
All right.
That's my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Adrian.
I'm gonna move up through the brush and take a hide action.
All right. Go ahead and roll me that.
Oh, you want me to roll right
stealth.
now? Right on. Let's roll.
Yeah, it's just going to go past its passive perception to see if it's going to be...
It's not paying attention to me, I figured. That's why I'm taking this gambit here. It's 14.
You blend in. You stop moving. It doesn't seem to have noticed you. You do see whipping tendrils and vines kind of like combing along through the underbrush, basically mauling anything that's getting into its way. Is that all for your turn?
That's it. Let's move action.
All right. Next up is Dan Jackiel.
I'm not sure on this, but can I use my Dread Ambusher still, or is that only on my very first turn?
What does it say? That the first time you attack the creature that has an active this turn?
Well, at the start of your first turn of combat.
So unfortunately, it would not count for you in this specific one.
Okay, because my first turn was a movement, right? Okay, so I am going to take a couple shots at it, but it's at disadvantage, I'm assuming.
Because of the range?
Yeah, because it's, what is it, 190? Yep. Just confirming. Disadvantage, roll. Why not?
Anything above a 15.
There we go. So that is a hit.
Nice.
9 points. And then I'm going to take my bonus action and do the same.
Gotcha.
24. Jeez, nice.
How much damage did you do?
8.
Alright.
And then I'm going to take my movement and get the hell out of its way.
You did see that when the crossbow bolt that you had with the fire hit it hit that black ichor that's all over its body, and it put it out.
Oh, shit. Okay. Did you see that?
I knew I made the right choice by not taking hit points to switch my whip to fire. I had a suspicion the anti-undead one would be the better choice.
Gotcha. And these are 30-foot squares, right? Yep.
Yes.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Kojin.
He's gonna use his movement and his action to dash towards you. He'll move, and that'll be it for his turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Neorin, and then the monster. Are you just doing the 2 moves, Cody?
Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. Missure Spifi, it is right below you right now. It is your turn.
All right, drop down to 30 feet. Throw it at it with advantage. That's just a dex check?
That's an attack roll. So just go ahead and roll. Use the dex as your primary thing. If you're proficient with improvised weapons or thrown weapons, I'd let you use that.
No, I'm not.
It's just a 1d20 plus your dexterity modifier at advantage.
18.
That's a hit. Go ahead and do your 64 damage.
64. 16 fire damage.
Nice. Alright. And it is currently on fire for this turn.
That is my turn.
Adrian, it is your go.
Alright, I'm going to move up, and I'm going to make an attack with my whip. But this attack should be at advantage, correct? Because I am fairly hidden.
I would say yes.
Fantastic. I got a critical fail.
So then you just miss.
Oh wait, I forgot to advantage that. Let me roll that attack roll again. It was another critical fail.
No.
Is your
way.
whip broken? Wait, that's the
No.
one Spiffy gave you.
Oh, with
Since there's
advantage.
nobody else around you, it doesn't hit anybody else, you just fail to connect on this one. Is there anything else that you'd like to do on your turn?
I'd like to be glad that I was hidden, at least during part of that attack, so that nobody saw it. And then I'm going to weep a little bit for myself, and that's it.
Gotcha. Next up is Dan Jackiels.
From this angle, can I see that axe that's buried in its trunk?
You can. It's over on the side. Since the fire came from the top, primarily the top of the tree is on fire, the bottom of it still looks relatively open.
Okay, all right. I would like to, if I may, I am going to throw my boomerang at it and see if I can dislodge that.
Alright, make an attack. Let's see. We'll go with anything above a 50.
Okay, 26.
That is definitely a hit, as you are able to ping your boomerang off of it, and then you see the miraculously untarnished axe falls down to the ground.
Okay, and I'm going to use my bonus to shoot another arrow in it.
What kind of axe is that?
I don't know, we'll find out. That's a crit, baby.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I do
So
have
I can
identify as well. just so you
Recognize.
guys
I
know.
don't mean like magical, I just mean like kind of axe.
Oh, it's a battle axe.
It's a battle axe. Is battle axe versatile or two-handed?
It's versatile.
Oh, please let me pick that up.
You do see it hanging around next to you. It's got vines in it and like the
Well, yeah, when you
blades
said it
look like
fell, I
leafy
figured, like,
shapes.
I gotta be near it.
Yeah. How much damage?
That
total?
was 8 damage on that last one.
Nice. You doubled the dice?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Did you get a critical?
I got a crit. It
hate
automatically changes it for you when you roll.
I hate you.
I got your whip.
Giveth and taketh away. Is that all?
Yeah, I moved kind of out of its way a little bit.
Gotcha. Next up is Kojin.
Not exactly for sure. Do I just move my character?
We'll say from there you can attack at him. This is kind of more zoned combat at this point. I'm saying that you all pretty much are occupying the same spot.
I just want to get within 15 feet of it, and I'm gonna like yell at it, "Hey, you!" And then I'm going to use my fire genasi, reach to the blaze once a day, burning hands on it.
Oh, nice.
So that's a dex save 13.
Let's see how dexterous this tree is. That is going to be a big old 5. That is a fail. Go ahead and give me that damage.
That's going to be
It'd be hilarious if you made the tree fall over.
9 points of fire damage,
Nice.
and that will be my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Neorin.
2. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for right now.
Alright. It is Winter Splinter's turn, and Winter Splinter is going to go at Kojin with a branch attack. That is going to be a 19 to hit for 14 bludgeoning damage, as it basically takes that huge column of flames to its side, and then it backhands you.
Okay, I have a quick question on that. Is it aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead?
It is a huge plant.
It's a huge plant. Damn it. Okay.
That means
Oh, it's not undead?
All right.
Nope.
You said 14 points of bludgeoning damage, right?
Correct. And then it moves out a little bit more. Let's see, Kojin and Adrian want to take your attacks of opportunity, you can.
I do. So no undead traits, so this won't do the extra damage. Got it. Good to know.
An 18 hit.
18 does hit.
And I got a 16.
16 hits.
10 slashing damage plus 3 radiant.
Damage with the Morningstar was 11.
Gotcha.
we're putting in the work.
Yeah, it's starting to look a little rough. Next up is Missure Spifi.
I can't move my person. Thank you. Let me move over here real quick. There you go. I'll move over to this square and holler down to keep it up, buddy. You got this. While I play a little tune
He inspired
and give him a
you.
bardic of inspiration.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And if that's your turn,
That's my turn.
next up is Adrian.
Yeah, alright. Move up and attack.
Don't forget to pick up that axe. Or
Yeah, the axe.
Yeah, axe. Pick up the axe.
It's
and-
nice. You've had other battle axes in your hands. This one feels lighter, almost half the weight of a normal battle axe.
What I'm going to do at that point then is I look at it, I'm like, I'm sorry, baby, I just met you. But I'm going to go ahead and rub my thumb across the blade and let my blood imbue it with fire.
Got
I'm
it.
going to use my Rite of Dawn. I'm going to do my damage to myself. That's 3. I'm going to use my Rite of Flame, not Dawn. And I'm going to attack at it.
Gotcha. The question becomes, what is Adrian's alignment?
I need to say this out loud, I guess. That's fine. We're all adults here. Neutral evil.
Okay, so the handle of it, the inlays that have the vines on them, prick your hands as you go to attack. You take 1 point of damage.
Ooh, so this weapon does not like me. But I'm still attacking with it.
Yep. Anything above a 15.
So I'm just going to roll. It's a strength base because it's a battle axe. And this is +2 because I'm proficient.
Gotcha.
But a 7's not going to make much of a difference.
No, it was that prick that hurt you. You cut you like I did 3 damage on the blade, but that when you went to swing, the thorn hit you in the hand and kind of took you out of it.
Ooh, okay. So how much damage did it do to me?
It just did 1.
1 point of damage, and I'm going to drop it.
Gotcha.
I'm going to drop it immediately. Like, oh, these. And that's my turn. I'm going to have to use my bonus action, take more damage, and imbue my whipping, because I can only have 1 weapon at a time. I can do it as much as I want, or want to take damage, really.
Next up is Dan Jack.
I'm gonna continue shooting it with my crossbow and say, suck my wood. And that's an 18 on that one.
That's a hit.
A 6, and then bonus action, that's a hit, and that's an additional 8.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna continue to move up with it, or just kind of stay parallel with it, and that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Kojin, then Neorin, then Winter Splinter.
So Kojin is going to stand back and produce flame at him as long as I'm within 30.
Is that a 2-hit, or does it need to make a check?
It's a hit.
On nuts, meets it, beats it. You got it, man.
So that's going to be a whole 2 whopping points of fire damage.
Normal trees probably would have like set ablaze with all this stuff. It's that sap that's going through it does not react like normal sap would.
All right.
Is that your
And
turn?
Yeah, that'll.
Gotcha. Next up is Neorin, then Winter Splinter.
I'm gonna move once, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Gotcha.
That's second. Woo! 21.
That's a hit.
For 15 damage.
You hit it with that guiding bolt. Pieces of its outer bark-like structures start to fall off. A lot of the bark with the blood-like ichor sheds to the ground. It's now a little bit less protected by it, but now it's starting to look around and take notice of everybody around it.
Fuck.
It's bloodied.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Gotcha. That's Neorin. It is going to make a branch attack at Adrian. A 24 hits. That is going to be... It doesn't?
It does. Holy shit, it does.
I was willing to follow along this train. That's 14 bludgeoning damage. Roots shoot out across. And it looks like when this thing's reaching out, it's reaching out like 15 feet to make these attacks. And then grasping roots come over to Kojin. Does a 15 hit? It does?
Yes.
Alright. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a escape DC 15, so you can use athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you would like to try to escape right now.
18 on athletics.
That's enough. It hits you, and you're like, nope, not today, and you're able to get out. But it was starting to pull you towards that toothy maw that it had.
Right.
Thanks, Matt Mercer, for that amazing alliteration.
Not today, Satan.
And for the first time, it only moves 1 space up, so I think everybody's reactions refreshed. So that would be Adrian and Kojin that could get attacks of opportunity.
Do it.
Yeah, 7's not going to.
Oh,
7 unfortunately won't make it. 11 also will not make it. Alright, that's Winter Splinter's turn. Next up is Missure Spifi. It is your go, my friend.
Bad thing is, I don't really have any, like, distance attack spells. Wait, can I... Actually, yes. Whisper. A dissonant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear. Can it hear? That's the question.
Well, I don't know. You haven't tried. It didn't seem like it was paying attention to you until it got damaged severely.
DC 13 Wisdom?
Alright. That is going to be a fail, so we'll take that 8 psychic.
So it can hear me. Well, guess what? 30 feet up. I'm just gonna scoot over this way, like Caddy corner going up.
If that's your turn, next up is Adrian.
I'm gonna pop a potion. Got 8 back.
That's good healing.
Move up, pull out my whip, and attack with it. That's a miss.
Next up is Dan Jackiels, Kojin, Neorin, then Winter Splinter. Dan, it is your go.
All right, take another crossbow attack. Was it 15 DC? And you have to use it. Go ahead.
Its AC is 15.
Okay, and I had to use inspiration before I rolled that, so that's a no. Bonus action. Take another stab at her. There we go. For a 9. We're getting her.
You are.
Got you 9 points of damage.
I haven't hit shit.
And then still have movement. You know what? I'll stay here.
Gotcha. Next up is Kojin, then Neorin.
Alright. With magical fire, did it seem to work, or?
So the fire was not as effective as you would have thought it would have been on a giant tree. It seems like that black ichor that it had all over it was like kind of shielding itself. It was absorbing a lot of the heat. A lot of that stuff's fallen away though because of the damage that you guys have put on it.
Damn, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna use my action to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
So that's probably good. Gotta be healthy.
Regain 8 and kind of just sit there and take a breather for a second. That'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Neorin.
Yeah, I'm still good distance away from it. I'm gonna use my last guiding bolt. Oh, baby, kitty, please. It's dirty 20.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Well, that's 16 damage. I'm telling you, guiding bolt is a bitch.
And the next person who takes a physical attack on it has advantage. So let's remember that.
Damn it, yeah, I forgot about that for the last one too.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Winter Splinter shifts over, sees Dan Jackiels. He's going to give him a grasping
What's his
roots
movement?
attack. It looks like he's moving 30 feet. 25 is going to hit. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a DC 15 escape check. So that's either athletics or acrobatics.
We'll go acrobatics.
Alright, as you're giving me that, he is going to make a branch. 22? Okay, so you are not pulled into its gaping maw. Adrian's getting a branch attack against him. This one is a 19 for 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Seems like now it has come to party. Next up is Missure Spifi.
All right. It seemed to work last time. We're gonna do it again. DC Wisdom 13.
Alright, how far away is Dissonant Whispers?
Then 60 feet, and I'll be.
Gotcha. It seems like it's
within-
going with the Adrian style of rolling. It's a double 1, so that is definitely a failure. How much damage?
11.
Alright.
And then as a bonus action, Adrian, you've got this, buddy.
Don't
Oh wait,
patronize me.
You didn't put advantage on your attack, did you?
it's a save.
So Adrian, if he attacks, will be able to get advantage.
Yep.
And if that's the case, does Adrian have advantage? And it is his turn.
Alright, so feeling inspired but also a bit patronized by my inspiration, I'm going to cover my whip with blood again, and this time it's going to spark a flame, and I'm going to do that
Alright.
crimson. I took 3 damage. It's a good way to start the turn. Going to go ahead and make that whip attack
Gotcha.
with advantage.
Very true. Thanks for catching that.
Make it count.
Critical.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fuck, yes.
I told you you fucking got it, my guy.
About time to get that whip working.
So that's 11 damage plus, hold on, that's going to be double the dice value here too, so...
14 and 8.
Oh,
22.
no, not 14 and 8. I have more dice to roll for damage.
Oh, yeah, your crimson.
Yeah, nice. There's the rolls I'm used to. So that's 13 total. My critical managed to do exactly as much as my normal hit did last time. That's the theme. I think that's the theme.
So you notice now that it doesn't have as much protection on it. Your whip not only goes through, but the flames bust through a bunch of the vines that are grasping around, trying to grab onto the party members. It breaks those vines and then hits it directly into the trunk and makes a huge scar mark across it. It seemed like it was more effective, not only because of the critical, but also the fire.
Well, I'm glad that for the fire I could roll 2 1s. I'm really super happy about that.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright, next up is Dan Jackiels, then Kojin, Neorin, and then Winter Splinter.
Alright, I'm going to try this. So I am going to throw the blood spear at this guy. Do I want to use my inspiration?
For you, it's a +2.
Yeah, 23.
That's a hit.
Alright, give me something here. 7. Is it?
It does, in fact, stick in.
Alright, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to put another attack in. Oh, shoot. Alright, that works. And a measly
4 damage?
Yep.
Thanks, Ford. Now I can't get that sound out of my head.
It definitely looks like it's in the last stages of its life. Next up,
Alright.
if you're done, is Kojin, and then or what else you got?
And I'm assuming it's close enough. If I move a square, it'll take an opportunity, right?
That is correct.
Okay,
It will get an
then
attack of opportunity against you.
Alright, that's my turn.
Gotcha. So, Kojin, it is your go.
Alright, I'm going to move closer to it, and it's possible. I'm going to try and aim at the spot where Adrian hit it with the whip, and I'm going to use one of my last spell slot to cast Burning Hand, and that is 12 points of fire damage.
Got you. It has to make a dexterity check, or...
Yes, yeah.
It's a 5, so it takes all that damage. You said 13?
Okay. The DC was 15.
Yeah, but how much damage did you do?
12, I believe.
How does it look when Kojin starts this thing on fire and then the whole thing begins to overtake?
This flame on the shield is going to burn like real bright, and that's where the fire's actually going to come from.
I see it starting to go up in flames. Can I quick run over there and pull my spear out?
That wasn't gonna eat your spear up. It's magical anyways. You still got the blood spear of Kavan. And as you're sitting around, you're like, I wonder if we had some marshmallows. But you don't. But what you do have now is level 4.
Hit Kojin, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I want
I
to grab
loosened
that
it up
axe.
for you.
Alright, the battle axe is down there? Yep, you got
Yep.
it.
And then I'm gonna spend 10 minutes and do a ritual of identify.
Do you have a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces?
No, JK.
You can obviously tell that it is magical. It's really light. It also has what looks like inlays of thorny vines, and the blades on the battle axe look like they're large oak leaves.
I do have to say that a pearl worth at least 100 gold and an owl feather. I mean, where can I get an owl feather, guys?
What was Adrian saying?
Oh, I told Kojin, I loosened him for you.
Nice.
So as Winter Splinter is sitting there defeated, it dawns on you as you're kind of looking around over towards Yester Hill where the ritual is taking place. You see through the mist a city just on the other side, probably like a mile away from the mist wall. But I'm gonna let you guys do your level up stuff right now, because we'll do like the superhero level up. Alright, what's everybody looking at doing now that Winter Splinter is defeated? You've got the Martikov family that took their worldly possessions from the winery. They basically scavenged whatever they could, and they headed out to the city of Vallaki. What are our heroes doing?
I think we need to have a shot of brandy before we do anything.
That was all burnt up.
Damn. Is there anything that is the crows need? I mean, are we done with them? Are they good with us? We fulfilled our arrangement, correct?
They wanted at least one of the crystals, so that is considered to be repayment for taking care of that, for them getting you out.
I think we need to find a place to do a long rest, I'm assuming. And then
Let's see, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon on day 5. The long rest will take you 8 hours. The Martikovs didn't seem to have any problem with you there. It would give you time to vibe with your stuff, try to identify all that other. You can effectively kind of know a weapon's properties or attune to a weapon during a short rest as well.
I'm gonna request to get a shield as part of my payment for helping save them.
A shield?
Yes.
Are you guys taking your long rest here?
Do we have time?
I mean, I don't think we should.
So, grand scheme of things, what you have now is Strahd's dinner is going to be in 2 days. So on day 7 at night, is in the evening, is when your presence has been requested. So in effect, you have pretty much like a day and a half to 2 days that your time is your own. It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it is starting to get dark. It will be dark in about an hour.
well, where can we go within the hour, you guys? I mean, does it just make sense to take our rest here?
Let's rest here.
It probably just makes sense. I mean, we're friendly here. Everybody's friendly.
And then after that, what, we'll have 1 day before we have to appear at Strahd's?
Let's see.
Well, what's on the way to his place? We can maybe knock out one of these quests.
That windmill?
It'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning at the end of your long rest, unless you wanted to like push it out until daybreak, which is about 6 o'clock. You'd be able to get your long rest in. You'd be able to figure out what the items that you got did, and then during that time frame, the Martikov family would also return, since Winter Splinter's not getting fucked up. So Jay would be able to get his shield. They would help you out with that.
They by chance have any
I push him and
Please.
kind of clear my throat, hold my hand out, and wait.
anything. Sorry.
So they're able to get you like up to studded leather armor. Anything else, it's gonna take a little bit of time. But they say that,
I'll take that. It's a little bit better.
The werewolves have something. There's also a tower next to Lake Baratok that it's got a cart nearby. It's an old tower. It's been there at least as long as the winery.
Yeah, the werewolf den up here.
Yeah, they've killed a lot of people. You should be able to find some stuff in there.
Have we been rolling hit points?
It's usually fixed, but if you want to
Okay.
roll, you can do that.
I'd very much like to use fix. Thank you.
All right.
I took Shield Master, so that way I can get that dodge, like, from area effects and not take any damage. I think that's pretty cool, being in the air and being able to do that.
It's been very lucky that you're basically up out of the way.
That, and I can use my shield with it pretty well. With my next feat is going to be a Warcaster.
Good times.
Make sure I took Spell Sniper with that. With that guiding bolt.
Yeah, basically doubles the
Actually,
range on
spells.
anything that has a to hit.
I did. I forgot to do spells. Should probably do that.
Let's see. You got Kovan's Blood Spear that's hanging out with Dan Jackiels. Basically, during this long rest time and this level up, it's before the druids of the area and the berserkers were perverted by Strahd's presence. He was the leader in this area about 300-400 years ago, and he tried to fight back against the impending darkness. And there's something in your soul that specifically spoke to him, and basically same story, just centuries apart type of thing. That staff that you got that one druid was using, that's a gulthias staff. The battle axe, if you spend some time with it, it's a magical battle axe. Let me pop that up. Battle axe handle is carved with leaves and vines. The weapon weighs half as much as a normal battle axe. When the weapon hits a plant, whether an ordinary plant or a plant creature, it takes an additional 1d8 slashing damage. When the creature of a non-good alignment wields the axe, it sprouts thorns. Whenever the wielder makes an attack roll, these thorns prick the wielder for 1 piercing damage after the attack is made, and the damage is considered magical.
I don't know if that's evil thing is necessarily true that he said. I just think that the axe is an asshole. But I guess if you know that by identifying it, you definitely saw it prick me.
We'll leave that up to the group, but I'm thinking within the heat of melee and everything going around, you hurt yourself enough.
I hurt myself with every roll.
Yeah.
This combat, I really did. It hurt to see a crit for the same damage I just did with a hit.
I was afraid I was going to have to pull that whole circle of mortality maneuver on you there a couple times.
I like when I get advantage, that first roll's just a critical. It's like, I guess there's no point in rolling advantage. I just have it. My crit failed with advantage, though. That was impressive. That's for the record books.
Not once, but twice.
What I'm seeing in my mind is y'all are taking your long rest, which brings you to about 2 o'clock in the morning. What is everybody looking at doing? It is like pitch black outside.
I say we head to this windmill.
I can see just fine.
It looks fine to me.
something nice.
This looks
And-
fantastic.
And I'm invisible to anything.
Speaking
I
of
think
invisible, I took that as a spell.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Hey, wait, there's no point in dilly-dallying around. Let's just embrace the night and go.
I'm digging it.
I agree.
Yeah, same here.
I kiss my bat on the cheek and let's go. I don't know why you thought I was a vampire.
Alright, you will be able to get there at about 5 o'clock in the morning.
To the windmill is what I was, yeah.
From the windmill to the walls.
That's exactly.
The blood dropped down his whip.
I need whoever is leading us to go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
I'll do that.
Oh shit.
Do I get any sort of bonus to this for being familiar to the area, as it were, or?
Yes, you can definitely roll at advantage.
Fantastic. Also, if it has to do with undead, I generally do.
That one.
Oh, don't curse.
10?
Yeah, because the high roll was a 6.
There's plenty of stuff that's out there in the night. You think for a couple times that some wolves are going to jump out of the bushes or something's going to hit you. Nothing. You are able to make it to pretty much the bottom crest of the windmill, and it is approximately 5 a.m. So you made it in better time. So it's just starting to hit morning.
Here.
I know that I heard that these people were pretty suspicious.
So I give you.
Do we see any lights or activity in the windmill? Any signs of anything going on happening?
There is a low plume of smoke that is rolling out of the chimney. There doesn't seem to be much activity around it. There are a few birds circling about.
So, what happened? I wasn't
Anybody?
here for the windmill, so I know it's fucked up.
Let's just say that plume of smoke up there. Yeah, it is what you think it is.
Smoke?
Could be ash.
I mean,
Who
nobody-
was it that?
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know that. So, all right, now that we're here, what are we doing, guys? Like we said, we're coming back.
No, I'm following. I mean, if things went south, I guess I could go knock on the door. They don't know me.
Missure Spifi, do you want to fly to the window again?
Sure, but this time I'm going to be invisible when I do it.
Don't be a dumbass.
That would be advisable. Yes. Yes, yes. Let's eyes in the sky. Yeah.
Be
That's what I
discreet.
do.
And I'll go knock.
Alright.
Would the rest of you like to be ready? Or
Yeah. Before I turn invisible, I'll be like, Adrian, you definitely got this. And then give you an inspiration and then fly up and turn invisible.
okay, with my inspiration, I'm just gonna knock on the door. This is the place of the pies, right?
Ask for the special.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for the special. It does smell good. It does smell so good. I'm not going to lie.
Oddly enough, it does smell kind of good. You walk up, you knock on the door, you hear hustle and bustle. You hear 3 human females speaking. And give me a perception check.
All right, fantastic. That's a 20.
You hear in very hushed tones right before they giggle, they hope it's more children because they need more ingredients. The Festival of the Burning Sun, they sold out on all their pies.
Okay, I'm gonna knock again.
Alright, they start making it that way, and it opens the door. An older woman answers, "Yes, how can I help you, dear?"
Yes, I hear you have pies.
"We do. They're 1 gold piece apiece. I tell you what, since they're from yesterday, I can probably let them go for 2 for a gold, or an electrum apiece." It's weird, the currency of silver didn't even come up.
I'm gonna pay gold for a couple pies.
Alright, they give you 2.
I'm gonna eat one of them.
Think about the happiest memory that Adrian's ever had in his childhood. It's that memory playing in your mind. You've been in Barovia, but this is like, all of a sudden it just cuts through all the bullshit, and you're like, man, I actually like feel good.
Shake myself out of it. This is very good. How is this made again?
Secret ingredients, but with love.
With love and children.
Her form starts to become a little bit more imposing. She kind of takes up more of the doorway. Her arms elongate at odd angles as she kind of pulls up a little bit, towering. "Yes. Why? Do you have any for sale? I'll give you more pies."
I'm gonna lie and claim to have a connection.
"Well, it can't be from Krezk. All those children keep disappearing, and we want the ones with the souls. We don't want those soulless bastards running around."
No. My family is from Vallaki.
I heard that there was a recent to-do when we were in there. A group of people killed the burgomaster.
Ooh, how unfortunate. Let me in to discuss details.
"Yes, come in."
Can I try my best to sleight of hand, make sure the door is unlocked behind me?
Ooh, you can. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Alright, 20.
Nice.
Nice.
She goes and locks it, and you're able to go like, "Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen one of those before." Turn the knob to the other side so it is not locked.
Nice.
Let me call
Alright.
my sisters.
And on my way in, I was trying to wave my head like, hey, there's no better time. Please don't make me try to have to roll to bullshit these people.
Can I try to fly in?
Through the doorway,
Yeah, with him.
your wingspan is like 5 feet. Plus, there's still a current of air moving. It is going to be very obvious that you're going through the door if you try to fly in.
But don't forget, I'm talking to them. You might be able to get to the window, man. Just saying. With some distraction. I don't know if you'll be able to fly through. They seem pretty intent. Like, she locked the door behind me. They're probably, like, literally rubbing shoulders practically.
It's a very, very small area.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But open a window, man. Like, if they're all down here, please don't make me bullshit for too long. This isn't gonna go well. I'm gonna have to rely on half-truths.
Alright, guys. So, is the door
Hold on
closed?
just a second. I will bring you right into
There we are.
Hell yeah.
Since you have breached the inner sanctum.
Missure Spifi. I'm hungry for a Hershey Kiss. The top of that looks like a Hershey Kiss.
This is gonna sound ironic. I kind of want an apple pie right now.
Just to sell it to them that I actually do want to talk business, I let the mask slip a little bit.
Alright, so tell me, child of Barovia, how do we get the children from Vallaki? The orphanage has been, well, tapped dry, if you will.
There is a secret. The current burgomaster has a secret he wants to hide. A secret that can be manipulated to have the direct leadership of the town feed you, your children.
I'm listening.
He's aware that I know of this, and I promised my face would scare him.
We will pay 50 gold per child that you bring.
Very well, although the night is almost, over. Perhaps there are accommodations near here I could rest at, a room you could show me.
She points. The village of Barovia is back down that way. You know where Vallaki is. And then there's also Castle Ravenloft up on the hill.
Okay, yeah. And at this point, I'm literally just trying to ramble as long as I
Alright.
can. Keep her sort of in conversation, kind of give her the old Midwest goodbye where I'm making my way towards the door, but it's going to take another hour.
Every time you're like bringing up little stuff. What's
Yep.
everybody else doing? I guess how long does Jay's invisibility last?
1 minute.
Invisibility's pretty.
I know greater is like an hour.
Invisibility concentration?
It does last up to an hour.
That's awesome.
So yep.
I'm just going to do my thing and patiently wait.
Missure Spifi, as you are flying around, you are noticing that the window that you looked in before, there's cages that have old discarded like bedding in there, as well as what looks like children's clothing, effects, shoes, all that other stuff. You don't see any kids though.
I really wanted to demolish this.
I want to set it on fire. You know, once
Do
Adrian.
you see if the window will open? Sorry, I thought I was unmuted.
Move your person into the window that you're trying to open.
Well, which window was it that I flew up to last time?
It was
You
the
just
one
said that
that
was
you're
that one.
pretty much right on,
Right
which
there.
is that one right there.
This one right here?
Oh yeah, you flew right up above the front door, so I mean there is a window on that side. It does look like it's locked.
Okay, then I will go up to this one. I'm just checking to see if the window's locked. I'm just looking to see if there's any windows that are unlocked.
There you see two other women also moving stuff around. What's
They
everybody
haven't
else
gone
doing?
downstairs?
No, they look like with somebody inside. They're like hiding stuff, moving stuff around. They definitely do not want anybody to notice what is going on. You've been in enough places where you walked into taverns and people are like, oh, here come the riffraff, let's put away our nefarious goods.
I will sit there and just watch.
Alright.
Just watch.
Are we trying to get the jump on the old hags, or what are we trying to do here? As I kind of ask Kojin and Neorin, like, what's the plan?
That might be a good
On
idea.
fire.
What do you think would happen if I shot an arrow through the window?
They'll probably hurt Adrian.
Not if we don't know if the door is like open, right? Did we see him kind of finagle with the lock or the latch or something?
I'd say it happened on the inside.
Yeah,
Unless
you
you
wouldn't
guys
have
talked
seen
about
me
it
do
ahead
it.
of time.
I just left it unlocked because I'm a smart guy, but
It's about this time, though, that, like, the door opens a little bit more ajar as you see Adrian basically, like, talking, and he's kind of got the door slightly open. And then you see the lady, like, looking, and she's like, 50 gold pieces, a kid. That's our deal.
I can see her through the door crack or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think let me verify something. You guys continue talking.
I was gonna say, why don't one of us go up to the door and kind of whisper? Being the Adrian's right there, when we whisper, should we do this now, or you just wait for like a head shake or something?
if they come up and whisper and I hear that, I'm gonna roll my eyes a bit and I'm just gonna start it. I'm gonna bonus that. I'm gonna immediately pull my whip out and just boom, flame. Not flame, radiant. Sorry, light whip.
You think I can see a quarter of her face?
Yeah, you could see her through it.
All right, I'm going to take a sharpshooter shot at her face, and I'm going to invoke Dread Ambusher.
You know what? This is where a rogue would come in handy for that little sneak attack.
Yeah. So I'm going to invoke Dread Ambusher, which gives me dealing extra 1d8. And sorry, I'm trying to piece all this together real quick. Yeah, so basically Sharpshooter allows me to hit her from long range, even though if I can see a quarter of her. So, and then I'm assuming as soon as I do this, and if it hits, Adrian's gonna know where that's coming from. So,
I'm just imagining that you guys are doing it simultaneous, like.
all right. Now, do we still have inspiration from or does that go away after a long rest?
No, we'll say since it's still the same session, you got it.
Okay. So I'm gonna use that just in case.
Gotcha.
Take that off, and then all right. And then for my Dread Ambusher, I add a 1d8 to my. Oh god, I'll need that. Where's my 1d8? Oh, okay. And so an additional 8. So it's 13
13 total points of damage?
for that one. And then I'm going to take my... Well, how far are we away? I'm assuming we were within 120 feet. I guess that was a question.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Do your crossbow bolts have silver on them?
They do, because they were blessed and imbued with silver when we left.
Yeah.
I forget who blessed. Yeah, because I had that specifically.
Yep.
Yeah, because I got the same thing done with the spear.
So as that first bolt hits her in the face, I'm going to quickly launch a second one as a bonus action, if I may.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Adrian, while this is going on, your attack roll, anything above a 17 is going to hit.
Missed on that one.
That's a 25.
That's a hit.
And I'm going to do that additional 1d4 for one. Are they undead? Because if they do, I roll another 1d4.
Let me double check. No, they are not.
All right, fantastic. So that's 8 total, 7 slashing, 1 radiant.
Got you. She gets clipped across the face with a crossbow bolt, and you slice the other. You hear her yell out, "Sist!" I am going to give Neorin and Kojin and Missure Spifi something that they want to do.
I guess start running towards the door.
Gotcha. All right. What about Kojin and Missure Spifi?
Kojin's going to go up and cast Druid Craft and start a small fire on the side, or right next to the building.
All right. And what about Missure Spifi?
As soon as the sisters run downstairs, I'm gonna try to open the window and get the stuff that they were hiding.
All right. So let's get initiatives from everybody.
Sometimes I wonder, was my initial feat choice a right choice? And then I get a +9 to initiative, and I'm like, yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
I actually took my feat that I needed to complete this. There's only one more feat now. I'm going to take the slasher, and then that's it, and do an additional d6 of damage. I had to take Sentinel this time, because Sentinel with a whip, I'm about to be God. You can't even disengage from me.
She is surprised. Adrian, it is your go.
All right, I'm going to kick the door closed,
Gotcha.
and I'm going to latch onto her. Let's do my attack.
17's the AC.
Ooh, I missed, and that's it.
All right. Next up is Mr. Dan Jackiels.
So I can't see her on the bottom floor, and I can't see anyone else through the top window, right?
Correct.
Close the door. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can do is, I guess, I'll have to open the door back up. I don't know. 'Cause otherwise, we won't be able to.
Aren't you shooting? You could shoot through the window.
Well, we can't see them through the window because she's on the first floor. So I lost sight of her from the other two are heading downstairs. So I lost sight of them.
Yeah, I put you on that part of the map where you can see.
Yeah. So I just run up to the door and I guess kick it open.
Yeah, easy enough. Door opens up easily for you. You see Adrian and this woman who's starting to morph and contort a little bit more to become a grotesque shape.
All right. And then as I kick the door, I do just kind of go off to the side so it's a clear shot for someone else.
Gotcha. Next up is Kojin, then Mr. Spifi, and then one of the hags. Whoops, I let it out of the bag. Sorry about that.
Then I'm going to use my movement to go into the door, and I don't know exactly how much movement that would require.
We'll say that gets you about 15 feet, and then you are also off on the side part of the panel. I'm going to pull you in.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Bellis, and she is also surprised. That's her turn. Neorin, it is your go.
I'm gonna go through the door as well.
Alright. If you look over to the right of the screen, you will see about where you're at in the grand scheme of things. I'll say that took 10 feet of your movement.
Whichever one is closest to me, the lady things.
So, are you able to see where you're at?
Oh, I am.
It's a pretty tight room, and everybody else is just kind of hanging out right there.
Okay. I was gonna say if there's any way that I can get an attack on her.
Yeah, you can rush in, and then that'll be about 20 feet right there.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try to stab her with my spear.
Gotcha. Anything above a 17.
I got 13.
It's coming in, and she grabs it with 2 clawed fingers and throws it down to the ground. Pull your spear back up. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
You let the hag out of the bag.
You see her starting to move her hands around. She is going to get ready to cast a spell. Alright, so I need Adrian and Kojin to go ahead and make a DC 14 dexterity save as she summons lightning out of her fingers and shoots it in a column.
21, babe.
Alright, 1.
I rolled a 2. My dexterity's 9.
It's alright, everybody's got a dump stat for some reason.
Hey, at least it's not a fail.
So it is 28 lightning damage, half on a successful save. So it's going to be 14 on a successful save, 28 on a non-successful save.
Ooh.
But that's her turn. Next turn, one of them comes down. Oh, look, sisters. So much fun. Alright, man. For some reason, this stuff is not working. People in the doorway. Is anybody below 16 points?
Yep.
Kojin, you feel magical sleep starting to overtake you. They've played this trick before, as you start to drift off and go to sleep. Next up is Adrian. All it takes is one person taking an action to wake you up, or taking damage.
I'm going to use my action to wake him up. Do I have to go near him, or can I just shout him awake?
You have to jostle him and stuff like that.
Jostle him?
Bitch slap his ass.
I could technically hit you with a weapon, but it's pretty hardcore right now. So I'm going to hit the hag, specifically this one who just came down.
Gotcha. Also, anything above a 17.
I'm going to add the Bardic Inspiration. Can I add that to attack? Yeah.
Attack,
there you go.
saves,
What is that? Is
checks.
it D6?
Yeah, add a d6.
Alright, cool. Nailed it. 19.
Let's go.
Hit.
Got
That's
it.
going to be 10 slashing damage and 1 radiant.
Ooh. You can tell when it hits, it takes a little bit of recognition for the fact that like it actually like feels the wound and sees the blood.
Yeah, it does count as magical while
Yep.
I have this right active.
Absolutely. They're just not used to it, and I'm letting you guys know.
Yep.
All right.
That's my turn.
Gotcha. Dan Jackiels, you just saw Kojin get hit by lightning and then fall asleep.
So it just takes my action to wake him up, huh?
Yes.
All right. Is he inside? He's inside, right?
No, he is outside. He was in like direct line.
He's right
Okay.
next to you.
All right. I'll take my action and just kick him to get your ass up.
All right,
Good
Kojin,
man,
you are
good man.
awake but prone.
All right. That's all I got.
Gotcha. Kojin, it is your turn. You've seen that the fire that you set with Druidcraft as you start to get roused awake is starting to overtake the brambles that are kind of around the side.
I'm going to crawl out of the line of sight of that door. Is that half movement or?
So it takes
Staying
either half
prone.
your movement to stand up or it's difficult terrain to crawl.
Okay, yeah, difficult terrain. I'll take that. I'm going to crawl out of the way of the door, and then I'm going to use my action to do my lay on hands on myself. And I know that's kind of selfish, but I'm down to 4 hit points, so I'm going to
No,
use it
that's-
all. 20 of it. So
Man, you know how many times as a paladin I pinched my own nipples?
You got to get those HPs back, yo.
Especially when you're tanking shit right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can I-
quick question,
Yeah.
sir. Did both of them leave or just one?
You see one of them still up there.
And
Okay.
also, I don't want to be that guy, but I also like being that guy. You didn't say half your movement. The house rule says 15 feet, specifically.
Yeah, well, his movement's 30 feet, so I just did the
So
quick
it's
math.
smaller.
And yeah, that'll be it for me on that turn.
Gotcha. Missure Spifi, up on the what looks like 3rd floor, you see one of them is starting to get their shit together. It looks like they're getting ready to go downstairs.
Sweet. I'm just gonna stay and fly to a different window. Like one. Can I see if it's locked or not? Like.
Sure. I'll put you like right over there.
Oh, sorry. I was moving over here.
That's all good. We'll say that it is not locked.
Cool. I will fly. I will keep away from it so that way I can see the stairs. So when she actually does leave, I'll have a clear view of it. Yeah.
Alright. You see the one that you saw up on the 3rd level. She starts to turn to smoke and evaporate through the floors.
Cool.
Shit.
Alright, Neorin, it is your go.
Oh, where'd it go? Okay. As a bonus action, I want to use my Celestial Revelation and go with a Radiant Soul.
Alright. They have to do
And then
something,
I'm-
right? Make a saving throw?
No, not on that one.
Alright.
Now, on Word of Radiance, that's a different story, which that's what I'm going to use. It's a con 13.
Alright. On which one?
The one that's in front of me. So that is 6 plus the 2 Radiant. That's 8 Radiant damage.
Ooh. Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright, her turn. I see you've got tricks, little one. She starts spinning her hands, chanting a little bit. I need you to make a, what was it, DC 14. Hold on just a second, this thing's being... Alright, I need you to make a DC 14 polymorph. So I believe it's a wisdom? Yeah, DC 14 wisdom check.
18.
Alright, you start to feel your body shifting and contorting and like your eyes bulging out, and you just, for some reason, just want to eat flies, and then you stop becoming a frog and shake it off. Other one is going to close the door. Adrian, it is your go.
I'm going to move up, and I'm going to attack old lady here. That's a 13. That's not going to hit.
That unfortunately is not going to hit.
And that's my turn.
Gotcha. Dan, it is your go. They close the door on you.
I'm assuming it's an item interaction to see if I can reopen it.
Yeah, you can open it.
All right. I guess I'll pop it back open. Just kind of.
I'm seeing a comedy skit right now where Hag's like, close the door. You're like, open. No, close. Open.
So I'm seeing chaos inside and opening the door. That's just an item interaction, right?
Yep.
I would like to kind of, after I pop that open, I'm gonna just kind of throw my boomerang. I would like to, the one that keeps casting stuff, I want to aim at her hands, her wrists, see if I can hit.
Alright. DC 7, or it is a AC 17.
Nah, that's not gonna work. All right, and as a bonus action, I will try another crossbow at her. Same face, her ugly hag face. There we go, for 7.
7 damage?
Yep. And as I do that, I just kind of pop back out the door again.
Gotcha. That's you. Next up is Kojin, and then Missure Spifi.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement to kind of get. Oh, is the door closed? It's open. Yeah, there's that one. Is there one right inside the door?
There is, But the nice part is that since you're still in her threaten range, is you don't invoke an attack of opportunity until you leave that threaten range.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and hit her with my mace.
Gotcha.
20.
That is a hit.
That's gonna be 7 damage.
Missure Spifi, it is your go.
All right, I will, I guess, use stealth to open this. I don't know. I'd like to open this quietly.
All right, so this is just going to take your action to open it quietly.
Okay. And then I will go right to wherever they were last putting, like, stuff in their shit at.
All right, yeah, there's piles of clothing. It looks like anywhere from, like, young child all the way up to preteen. You're guessing 6 to 13. A lot of clothes.
I'm looking for shiny stuff.
There's nothing of consequence in that area.
Kids don't carry a lot of cash.
They don't.
Well, no, they're paying 50 gold per kid or some shit. So that's why I was, where they hiding that shit at? That's my turn.
Gotcha. All right, that one's doing her thing. All right, Neorin, it is your turn.
I'm going to use... Actually, I kind of want to try to cast Bane on these two bags.
There you go.
Need a Charisma 13.
You see the magic hit them as it starts to try to take effect. These things are warded against spells, so they were able to make their checks at advantage. Neither of them got baned.
Okay. That's all I can do.
Weaves her hands together again, and magical darts fly out of her hands as 4 of them simultaneously strike out, 1 at each of you. 4 against Neorin, 2 against Adrian, 4 against Kojin, and then 2 against Dan Jackiels.
Are those hits or is that the damage?
Those are the damage.
Oh, shit.
Did that go through the wall or some?
Oh, if you're on
still-
the other side, then no, then that one would not have hit you.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention. You're good. So just the 3 hits, the 3 people inside. Other one turns towards the leader and says, "They seem a little more prepared than the last couple ones that we've had," and it looks like she's holding her action for something. Adrian, it is your go.
Alright, I'm gonna attack at her. Same one. That's gonna miss. And that's my turn.
Gotcha. Dan, it is your go.
All right, I want to peek my head around the corner again and see if I can, I guess, look to see like where they bake the pies. Is there an oven? Is there a pot? Or like I want to disrupt their baking stuff.
Yes, Neorin is right by it. This place is jam-packed with all different assortments. The whole bottom level looks like a little mom-and-pop cottage bakery. And if it wasn't for the fact that kids were the main ingredient, it'd actually be a pretty cool place to set up shop. It looks like their entire operation is ground level.
All right, so I'm assuming it's probably something that wouldn't take damage. Okay, I'm just trying to do something different here.
Does it have a chimney?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I don't know. Okay, well, I guess for my turn, I'm just going to try and put some more damage in, and then maybe we'll think of something else. Because I can't see what's inside. It's all black for me. So if I poke my head around, I'll just keep hitting that same baggy hag.
It's a possibility.
Was it 17?
17. Yes.
So I'll try again. There, that one hit. Give her 9 to the face.
All right.
And I'm just going to keep my same position. And I'll just kind of yell out, "We may want to rethink our strategy."
Next up is Kojin.
Now I'm gonna use my action to disengage
Gotcha.
and back out of the doorway. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast a spell. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Divine Favor. And that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Missure Spifi, it is your go.
Just to say something, I know it took a minute to level up. I just realized that I wasn't even proficient with shields, so instead I took moderately armored, so that way I could be proficient in the shield, just so you know. I am going to go up the ladder.
Up the ladder
go to
into
the
the
roof?
top area, into the roof. Yeah.
Yep, I want to.
You see cages where kids were being held. No kids are in there, although it looks like with the amount of bowls and dishes that were around that there were kids. Probably as recent as when you guys were here last.
But there's nobody here right now.
Nope.
Can I take some of those cages and jam them into the windmill thing?
Sure.
That's what I'm going to do.
The windmill grinds to a halt as the column in the middle kind of lurches under a little bit of pressure.
And I don't know if I can do anything else. If I can go higher, get out of this room, then I'll do that. If not, I'll go back down.
It's really, really small, but you can get into the other area down there.
Alright. I know you said that it spelled, but that was Bane. So I want to try Guiding Bolt to the one that is over by the stairs.
This one right here?
That one. Yeah.
Alright. Anything above a 17?
Damn, why couldn't you have just went one more? Just one more, that's all I needed. I got a 24.
24? That's a hit.
Yep. Okay, yeah, so that's 12. damage total. 2 of those is radiant.
Nice. She screams out in a little bit of pain as she looks like she has definitely felt that one.
Oh no, all 12 that was radiant. Okay, that's my turn.
Alright. Seeing her sister cry out in pain, Gantha takes a slash. That is a 19 to hit on you, Neorin, and that is 14
Hold on.
slashing.
Oh no, sorry. You can go ahead. 14 slashing, but as a reaction to being that close to me having Sentinel and you not attacking me, I'm going to take a reaction and attack this bitch.
Gotcha. So, Neorin, you take 14 slashing damage as her claws rake through into your body.
That's a 25 to hit for 9 slashing damage, plus 3 radiant.
Got you.
Oh, and if anybody comes in, they got the advantage.
On this one? Yeah.
Yep.
You notice that the lady that you were talking to, Morgantha, she's bloodied.
Oh.
Alright. The other lady, you hit her with a charged bolt. I need you, Neorin, to go ahead and make a dexterity save, DC 14.
Oh, thank God. That bitch was about to stop on it too. I got a 19.
Awesome. So you only take 9 points of electrical damage as she casts a lightning bolt, which goes, you dodge to the side and it hits the side inside of the building and sparks cascades all over the place.
Yep, I'm making death saves.
Alright, so that'll be on your next turn.
Fuck.
Adrian, it is your go.
Who's making death saves?
Neorin,
Aaron is. Oh shit.
the cleric.
Oh shit. Help. Myself or him? I am partial to myself. Oh, it's a conundrum.
Flip a coin.
I'm going to try to use medicine to stabilize him. I don't have anything else to.
Alright, just do you have a healer's kit?
I don't.
Alright.
I got a natural 1.
Well, we'll just call that not effective at this point.
Yeah.
Clear.
I'm like, wake up,
Yep.
damn it! But I'm not like punching his chest. I'm punching his face.
Sisters, we've got them. Is that your turn?
Is that... Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. Dan Jackiels, you heard Neorin get fried a little bit, and then you heard a loud thump from inside, and then the hags are like, we've got them. They're falling before us like the other ones. What would you like to do?
I'll just try and put some pain in again. Just keep doing what I'm doing while it's working, or while it's doing something that is working. Bonus action, I might flee, take that crit for 9. And then I'll say again.
You hit for 9?
Yeah. And I'll just say again, we might want to rethink, as I just post my position out here.
Alright. Kojin, it is your go. Outside of the building starting to really start to take up.
I'm gonna go ahead and step in here and try to hit. Does this one still have the guiding bolt, or was it something else?
I believe, yes, it would still have the guiding bolt.
So I'm gonna try to hit it by Morning Star. Crap! I rolled 2 6s, so yeah, not gonna.
Almost.
Gonna see Neorin over there. I'm going to bonus action cast spell Sanctuary on him.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's gonna incur attack of opportunity. I'm gonna go ahead and step back out of the doorway.
She will definitely take that attack of opportunity.
And what does that sanctuary thing do?
Attacking.
They gotta pass a check in order to hit you. What's your AC, Kojin?
13.
How much?
13.
13. You are able to raise your shield just in time as, like, large claw marks start to drag down it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That would have not been nice. If that was your turn, next up is Missure Spifi, who is hanging out in Area 3.
All right. Did you say it's catching up like it's on fire?
The outside of the building where the scaffolding is, like, picked out, like the wooden planks that people can walk around the outside, is starting to catch on fire. So with the windmill portion itself not moving, that is also starting to catch on fire as well.
Okay. On my way out of this room, is there a candle that's lit?
Sure, why not?
Let me knock that onto the pile of clothes, of children's clothes, and fly out the window after I grab a couple, so that way I can fly up to the chimney and drop them in.
Alright, if that's your turn, next up is Neorin, who I believe is conscious now, thanks to the healing word. How much did he get, Adam?
Oh, I didn't cast Healing Word. I cast Sanctuary.
Oh, Sanctuary, my bad.
Hey!
Alright, first failure.
Shit.
Morgantha starts to evaporate into a mist form. She says, "Sister, I think it's lost. We must flee," as they are starting to turn into smoke. Alright. The other one turns into smoke as well. Right now, we are out of combat.
I'm gonna drag them out.
Got it.
As soon as they get out of the way, my initial plan was to drag them out and take the attacks. Now I don't have to take the attack, so that's fantastic.
Is anybody healing Neorin?
Looks like Missure Spifi is
Got it.
healing.
I will fly down and I will hear Mirren.
Alright.
Is the place up in flames?
The whole windmill is starting to go up in flames as this thing is creaking and twisting and starting to buckle in on itself.
I shrug and look at Missy. Did you find any gold?
Nope, I found nothing.
I have done too many things for free.
I agree.
Oh, for taking care of the threat of the windmill, level 5.
Nice.
Hey, let's go.
Nice.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, 2 levels in one night.
Yeah, that's what
how much
happens
did
when
I
you
get?
kick the doors and do some shit.
Right.
Nice job with the kicking that into the fan.
Well, you almost made me really sad to do it, but I was like, all right, it's already on fire. Because you were saying, it could be really nice if it wasn't used for killing kids,
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, we could use this. Well, nope, just kidding. Fuck that.
Forget the
Let's-
rest of the adventure. Let's start our own business.
Yeah, exactly.
What
I was
happened with
thinking.
your game of Curse of Strahd? Well, we started our own bakery in Barovia.
How much did I get, Jack?
All right, hold on. Yeah, I went. Well, I mean, you leveled up, so you'll automatically get it. Superhero level up. Am I wrong?
It's day 6 at 6 a.m. now. You guys just pretty much got off your last long rest. I'd say if you guys want to take the level, just add the hit points that you get to the next level. Just remember how many hit points you're down and then adjust accordingly. You guys can take a short rest as well to level, burn hit dice, all that other stuff. It's kind of therapeutic watching the windmill go up in flames.
That's 16. You got 16.
I'm gonna go ahead and eat the other pie.
Oh, hey.
I'll eat one pie because I have one pie.
I wanted to use my control flame while it's burning down. I wanted to make the flames look like children running around.
That's good.
Fucking nice, dude.
It's
Great
like they're
touch.
getting some revenge. But Missure Spifi, there were a lot of kids' clothes. A lot.
I'll play a somber song for the children.
Alright. So, I think we got a lot accomplished today. What's everybody doing? It's day 6. It's going to be 6 a.m. at the next go-round. You basically got this whole rest of the day and then pretty much all of tomorrow until the evening time frame. So about 18 hours. What are you guys looking at doing? You're going to try to get that werewolf den?
You see the map?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
would definitely help bring you guys into that.
One thing I'd like to do, is it possible to cast... Oh no, never mind, I don't have any spell slots. No.
I'm okay with the werewolf den.
You guys
Yeah,
are right
for
there.
sure.
Along the way, you would also be passing by this tower that they talked about.
Which tower?
The tower at Lake Baratok, right over here. And then the wolf den is right over there.
Oh, okay.
Adrian, you know with your familiarity with these lands that this tower has pretty much stood for about as long as Strahd has been around. But it's not tied to him. It's somebody else. But the name's been kind of lost to history.
I believe at some point I should probably complete my mission. I'm in on the werewolves.
Yep, that's my mission.
So tomorrow we're going for the werewolves?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Are you looking at going directly to the werewolf's den? Like, I'm just trying to make sure that I maximize my prep time.
We need to
Business
not get
class.
distracted by going to the town of Krezk.
Yeah.
Like, let's not take any side quests. We're going there to find out about what they know about the werewolf's den. They're close. They'll have info.
Sounds good.
So yeah, we're going to.
Yeah.
All right.
I just
Oh,
I
I
can't
rolled
repeat
a-
this enough once we get there. Avoid the obvious side quests.
I
We have a mission.
I rolled a 23 on my performance, just so you know.
Well, anybody who
Further.
was around would have thought that you played beautifully. If you put your hat out, it's up to them if they give you any money.
Yep, there you
I'm
go.
gonna give them 2 gold.
We're just as broke of a bitch as you are.
He just gave me 2. Thank you, sir.
Right.
You do notice that
Crap.
the ravens that were circling ahead ended up going back towards the Wizards of Wine Winery.
Nice.
Hey guys, I'm
They're
I'm
keeping
gonna...
an eye on us because we're friends.
Yep, I like the idea of like adventurers being able to just kind of like vibe with magical weapons and get to kind of know what they do. It's just when you cast Identify that you get like what the keywords are, if there's any curses, stuff like that.
Would Krezk have an armor, maybe, or a blacksmith or something?
There might be something of that nature.
Okay. I'm just looking at possibly upgrading my armor or something to give me at least 1 more AC or something, but I accidentally hit the wrong button.
Well, you guys also do know that, you know, you've still got the town of Bar as well. That's a town
True.
that you guys have been to.
That's
I was planning on putting a blacksmith in Krezk.
okay. Yeah, I mean, what I'm looking for wouldn't cost me any gold. It's just a medium armor upgrade. But anyway, just looking at options.
I even did up like a whole mechanic for what it would take to like silver weapons and
What other shit?
how many
Yeah.
pounds of silver basically.
Does everybody have something silver? If we're gonna fight werewolves, you might want it.
Well, you just got the spear, so your spear is a +2 spear for you and hits like a magic weapon.
Yeah, and all my weapons have been blessed or with silver.
Yep, and then you got the silver crossbow bolts, which I'm not
I
sure.
wish I had one, like a rapier. My rapier was silver.
Well, good thing we're going to Krezk. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, I don't have the gold for that because it's 50 gold to do.
Oh, that's 50 gold just for the cost and materials. The actual like doing it is 100 gold.
Oh yeah, there's no way I have that. I have
Hey,
17
you can go
gold.
panhandle. Go panhandle.
If you
And
guys
what do you
were
think I've
gonna-
been doing?
If you guys were gonna do your own stuff, it was gonna be 50 gold worth of silver. But you also notice that nobody's paid you in silver. It's either been gold or electrum.
You can sell the axe or see if it's made out of silver and you can melt it down.
That axe is a magical weapon, so it hits and it'll bypass resistance.
You know? But it'll just
Yeah,
take
but
a
it
lot
has
of
to be.
damage.
It has to
For
be a
you.
good person using it, though.
I don't think. Do we have it? Well, I think.
I don't think
everybody-
anybody is a good. I thought everybody was neutral, or evil.
I think is good. He's a paladin.
He should be good if he's a
Oh,
paladin.
He
then
hasn't done anything like overtly evil this entire campaign, and he's gone out of his way to help people.
I feel better about my character going into combat now. Now that I have an AC of 16,
Yeah,
I'm not
being
gonna lie.
squishy. Being squishy hurts.
Oh yeah.
Skishy. But we're making shit happen. Dude, 2 levels in one night? That's crazy.
Like I said, as long as you hit the main beats that you need to do, like that's what level 5, and then if you do everything, y'all will be level 10.
Alright, take it easy, guys.
All right.
All right, later.